All right, we're back, and we're actually in Tarkov now. We're sitting here at my character screen for my inventory and my stash. Okay, so since everything was wiped, I have the basic starter kit for Tarkov. What I have is I've got the three P222 6R pistols. I've got three of the PM pistols, or better known as the Makarovs. They're all loaded up. We've got some spare magazines all loaded up. We've got a bunch of spare ammunition here. We're going to stack that up to just save some space in our stash. We've got 45 spare PST GZH. These are armor-piercing rounds. We've got a few spare 9mm BZTs GZH. We've got a spare commando tactical rig for holding our magazines and what have you. We've got a spare MBSS, or just a tiny military backpack. We've got 300,000 rubles. Not a bad little starting nest egg. We've got 4 Tushonkas, 3 water bottles, a bunch of band-aids, splints, and AI2s, or a basic medical kit. Down here we have our baby AK, the AKS-74U Kalishnikov. It's like something in between an assault rifle and an SMG. We've got a spare magazine loaded up and one spare stack of ammunition. That would be enough to fill up both of these magazines completely. We have a spare MBSS and a spare commando rig. Now, in Tarkov, when you die, you lose everything you're carrying with you, except for whatever you can fit in this tiny little alpha container. This 2x2 grid slot. Now, what I can do is what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to stuff a few of our things into this AI2 kit. And down here you can see the server is struggling with me just equipping things out of my stash. This is not a good sign, Battle State Games. Not a good sign at all. But seeing as it's patch day and everybody wants to play, the server's getting absolutely hammered right now, it's understandable. Now we're going to back out of the character. This is the main menu here for Escape from Tarkov. Character is what I was in, where you outfit your PMC or your character for what you want to bring in. Trading. Here is where we have all our wonderful people that we buy stuff from. Let's see if it'll actually bring that stuff up. It's still trying to put my stuff in my kit. But here we have a whole bunch of unknown items to my character. My character has no idea what these are. Oh, hello. That's interesting. Patch day! So, what we can do is we can start examining these things so we know what they are. These are just packaged ammunition. We've got spare rounds that we could buy from Prapor in a lot of different calibers. We'll just investigate them all. And down there in the bottom right, you can see that I am gaining XP from examining all these items for a first time. Yes, there is a leveling system in Escape from Tarkov. You have soft skills. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and examine everything that our good friend Prapor here has. Ooh, hello. Oh, no, it's not happy. Not happy at all. Alright. Well, this is the new 0.12 patch update thing that they added in. It's called the Hideout. They've also added in, better AI mechanics and a whole bunch of other things, but one of the big things that came out was this Hideout. I've yet to investigate the Hideout at all. However, oh, yeah. So we haven't put anything into our alpha container. We do, however, not lose your melee weapon as well when you die. So we have our ER bayonet here. Now, in this raid, we could take out this Makarov, and we don't need a tactical rig right now. It'd be nice to have the extra inventory space to, truck stuff around, but it's a little dicey. There we go. So what we want to do is we want to bring a little bit of everything for healing. Bandages stop bleeds that our character may happen to take, but it's a very good chance that we'll just die outright if we get shot. So the AI2, if we do manage to live, is what's going to heal up our actual body parts. So if we go over to health, you can see that there is the hit locations. We have the head, thorax, stomach, right arm, right leg, and left leg. All of these constitute your 435 HP in total. However, if you lose your thorax or your head, you die instantly. regardless of how much HP you have left. So getting hit in the chest or the head, you're done. Down and out. If you lose any of your arms, it makes your aim completely shaky. So firing back becomes a little bit harder. If you lose your stomach, you are technically bleeding out the contents of your stomach until you get it fixed. Which means down here, your food and your water are going to be dropping incredibly quickly during the raid. So you'll need to have either water brought with you, or you're going to need to find food and drink on the map. If you lose your legs, your character will not be able to run. Not without hurting themselves anyway. And that's what we have painkillers for. With painkillers, you can actually run with your character on broken legs. But it definitely reduces your overall hit points when you do something like that. So what we can do is we don't want to risk it all on our first little outventuring, so we can bring a Makarov and a spare magazine. That gives us 16 shots. And if you place them correctly, there's a good chance you'll still kill an unarmored scav or NPC. Players at this stage of the game, since I'm a little bit behind the curve when it's coming in, will probably have some basic armor and helmets by now. So I'm going to want to bring in some higher quality ammunition if I am going to be hunting players instead of NPCs. Yeah, here we go. The servers are definitely not happy quite yet, so we'll work on that as we go through. Now, I wanted to do some trading here. And proper, apparently, I didn't do any of that stuff. That's helpful. Thank you. Poor servers, getting absolutely hammered. Now, here we have the two ways that we can acquire gear. When you see this symbol here, that is rubles. That is the standard money of Tarkov. However, there is also euros and US dollars that you can use to purchase equipment from the various vendors. But that's not the only thing that the people of Tarkov need. You can see down here, this is a weird symbol here. So if I click on this, he's willing to trade me a PSO scope if I bring him 2 spark plugs. So that's another way that you could play Tarkov, is you could collect a bunch of crap off the map, and you can either sell it for money, or you could try and turn it in for something more valuable than its overall just rubles price. Oh, what's this? And here you have the APS. This is a very powerful, fully automatic handgun that we can buy early on for trade of 4 packages of screws. Let's go ahead, pick up all this info here, learn all we can about the different modifications. These are all rear sights by the looks of it. Prapor also sells shotgun shells. Shotguns are actually pretty damn good in this game. Not for taking down armored opponents, but if you find somebody unarmored, you will absolutely rip them to shreds with a shotgun. Now, you can see that services are grayed out for Prapor, so he doesn't have any services to offer me other than, selling me stuff. Up here, this timer is excuse me, is how soon he restocks his inventory. Now, what we could also do is we could accept quests from Prapor for both reputation and everything else. Reputation, as you get more friendly with the traders, they'll offer you better items. So let's go ahead and accept the debut quest. He says, "What's up, warrior? What's your interest? Cash? Goods? The right place for both, but who are you and what are you made of? This is the first time I see you, and no offense, but I've lived too long to trust people right away. So you'll have to prove how tough you are in the field. There's no shortage of would-be tough guys in our fair town lately, you know? Then we'll see if you're worth something. Greeting might get warmer, prices lower, and stuff cooler. Fair enough, right? Okie dokie then. Since you agree, for starters, waste, let's say, 5 deadbeats around customs and bring me their shotguns as proof." Alright, we can do that. Let's go back to trading here. And we're going to accept the debut quest. Maybe, if it lets me. It's probably not going to let me, because servers are being absolute ass right now. And we're going to go ahead and check out the hideout, because this is something I really did want to look at. Hey, welcome to your personal hideout. Now, it's an old bomb shelter clogged with rubbish, but making an effort, you can make it a full-fledged underground base with everything you need for a comfortable living. You can use items and resources found in raids purchased to build and improve various areas of the hideout, which will give you special bonuses and abilities. Increased rating of off-raid healing, regeneration, energy, and hydration, boosted skills leveling, the ability to craft various items. Ooh, crafting. I love crafting. The escape from Tarkov can take quite a while, and you need a place where you can regroup and regain strength. This is the place, your hideout. Good luck. Alright, so, around our hideout, we have a whole bunch of various things. We have heating, ready to construct. We have our med station. Med station might be pretty cool. We have illumination, we could get some lights. Vents, security, that seems to be... Stash. Stash is the big one. The stash used to be pay to win type of deal. Oh, hello. Hey, alright, task task accepted. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, the stash used to be the pay to win aspect of getting the higher tiers of the different accounts of Tarkov. You'd start with a lot more gear in your stash, higher level gear, like you'd start with armors and stuff like that. I only have the standard account, so I get the bare minimum. Here's a pistol. Good luck, Chief. But people that had the end of days get like twice the storage space in their stash. However, now with the hideout, we are able to upgrade our stash with things we find in the raid in order to level the playing field with those that have the end of days head start, as it were. Oh, lavatories. We can get them. Sweet. You never know when you're going to die when you take a poop. And our workbench is currently locked. And it looks like they're going to be having some more areas down here eventually as well. So, what's the first thing that we're going to need in our wonderful base here? Now, there was a security station, which might be one of our biggest things. Let's take a look at security here. Basic front door, so amidst the fools won't be able to come in and pay you a visit. It does not save from drafts and moisture, but creates the feeling that the shelter is slowly getting settled. Alright, so I need 20,000 rubles. Construction time instant. Alright. Bam! We got a door. Haha! Oh, that unlocked a ton of new things that we could build in there. Okay, that is cool. I didn't know that. Oh, we can turn the generator on and off, and so we don't have lighting levels yet because we haven't built lighting levels. We can turn our night vision on. We don't have a generator yet. Alright, so we've built a door. And with the door, we can now build a bunch of other things, like there's a water cooler, and a solar power, shooting range, scav case. That's pretty cool. It cost me 20,000 of my 300,000, and there's like a Bitcoin farm, an air filter unit. So there's a whole bunch of things that I didn't see before until we built the door. So as you build more things, I'm guessing more things unlock. So, by the looks of it, let's go ahead and look at our generator. What do we need to build you? 100,000 rubles. Oh, we got kicked out of the hideout. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, that's Prapor just sending me the... Yeah, no, server was not happy with that. Server was 100% not happy with me building stuff in my hideout. Alright, so... as you can see, there is a bunch of different buttons in Tarkov, like holding your breath, console, screenshots, adjust scope, elevation up and down for your zeroing. And there's a bunch of things you could do, such as, you know, the wonderful Counter-Strike Go, take a look at your gun, look at your inventory. This is actually a very important button, because this also shows you the durability of the armor you're wearing. And that is a very important factor, because when people are firing armor-piercing rounds at you, you want as much armor between you and them as you can get. Now, you can also see here that left alt and doing stuff gives you the blind fire options, such as the right side blind fire and the overhead blind fire. Just stick the gun around the corner and kill switch away. All kinds of cool things in there. I am, of course, am the wonderful Magnum Knights. Alright. Oh, we're back at the hideout. Yeah, it's not sure how to process what's happened here. We might have to log out and log back in. But we can take a look at the different things that we've learned about, such as our wonderful pistols here. Yeah, we're going to have to log back into Tarkov, unfortunately. So, well, we did get to do at least one little thing in the hideout. I'm not sure if that's going to stick or not. We're going to have to Alt F4 here. Hopefully we won't have to go through character creation again. Let's go ahead and click play. I'm going to go check messages here real quick. Still no messages on my YouTube pop-out chat here. La da 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 la da 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 da. Click the play button, and it's gone away. Loading, 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 loading. I'm gonna need a solid state drive one of these days. Uh-oh, Bevy hung up on me. I guess she's not happy that I'm streaming. Sorry, Bevy. I have been wanting to stream all day. So here we are back in Tarkov, and oh my god, it's actually got a loading wheel. Something to actually look at. And music. Even better. Now that we've made our way through character creation, life is good. Anyway, the hideout is actually a pretty cool little feature. I can't wait until that gets stable. It's going to be amazing. But should we blow our wad on improving the hideout just out of the gate? Spend all our money on just things. Then again, that is our place to live here in the wonderful city of Tarkov. And to be fair, money isn't that bad. Unfortunately, if you run out of gear and you run out of money, things get hard. Because when you're trying to run up to stab somebody who has an AK that can one-shot you, it makes life difficult. So you become basically a tiny mouse on the battlefield, doing your best to just pick up the scraps to sell for cash to maybe buy a pistol again. But another aspect of Tarkov is the scav raid. And what a scav raid is you load in as an NPC in somebody else's raid. Usually raids consist of about 8 players, but depending on map size, there can be more. Like Factory, I believe 8 is the maximum. It's between like 3 to 8 players on Factory, because Factory is a very tiny Call of Duty style map. I can't even say that anymore. The new Call of Duty is amazingly like well done. The one map I saw, it had like 4 different high rises and everything in it, and it looked like a better Battlefield than Battlefield in like the last 3 editions of Battlefield have been. Like, I get people wanting those close quarters actions and things, but this is, I need space. Like, I don't like phone booth maps, or you know, it's spawn die simulator because somebody can clear the map in 4 seconds. But as it is, we're still loading our profile data. This might take a little while, because once again, those servers are absolutely getting hammered and they're unhappy with us. But patch 1.2 has come out officially, and with it, the bugs. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of hotfixes in the near future, and hopefully this load time will be reduced. Because nothing on my system is for my character. The character is definitely saved on the cloud. All your information, all your weapons, your statistics is saved offsite. So, as it is, at least I have cool loading music. This I could deal with. But the load menu definitely looks pretty sexy. Got this like background of the trees and this big spruce branch in our face. Oh, here we go. Now we're doing good. So let's take a look at our character. Did we spend that money? We did. Alright, so our upgrade to our hideout has definitely been taken care of. We don't have anything in our freaking alpha container again. It is not a fan of that. Alright, so we might have to go in with an empty alpha container. But in order to save my equipment, first thing we're going to do is we're going to escape from Tarkov. We're going to play a raid here on this freaking stream, and we have our PMC. This is my character in his current condition. He has no gear on right now and all this stuff. Over here we have my scav. This is just a random person that lives in Tarkov trying to make it through their day. If I have this scav survive a raid, all of his gear and anything that I've collected during the raid will be added to my own inventory for my PMC character. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, Labs is not available. However, there is the new map, the Military Reserve over here. It's insane, apparently, for its difficulty level. Lighthouses, and you can see there's still a few maps they haven't unlocked yet that they're going to be working on in the future for Tarkov. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Shoreline, and we want it to be about 6:50 in the morning. I don't have a map for this, but I know Shoreline fairly well, and we're going to ready up. It's creating the game world, loading files. It looks like we have an AK-74U. It's got a top mount, but no sight, so I might have to rip that mount off. It's got a small clip, probably a Saga clip, and it looks like there is an offside LED flashlight. My holster looks empty, so I don't think this character has a pistol, which is fine. We've got our wonderful Superman hat and our ski goggles on, as well as a cigarette. Now, scavs will almost always have what's called the scav vest. That's what he's wearing there. It's one of the worst tactical rigs in the game, but it is super cheap. And when you need to be holding things on your way out, nothing says I love you like a scav vest for just holding an extra magazine or two. And as you can see, this is why I've been away for so long from streaming, is I have not been well. My voice is finally starting to recover, and I'm able to speak again without a whole lot of trouble. So I'm hoping to get back into streaming, hoping to get back into producing videos, and having a lot of fun with my friends again. Because God, have I missed them. I have missed my friends so much. Just, you know, shooting the shit and playing games. And I'm really hoping that I can convince them to switch to PC Gaming Master Race. But all of that, hopefully in the near future, and I can get them all on Tarkov. Because I love this game. I don't know why, I just love this game so much. Anyway, another thing you can notice about our scav is he is not wearing body armor. He's wearing some kind of weird Russian knit suit, I guess? Some kind of zip-up. Help keeping him warm. We're still preparing the game. We're at almost 2 minutes of wait, but that's okay, I guess. We'll see how long we have to wait to actually get into a raid. Hopefully it's not super long, because really, I just want to shoot somebody so bad. So in this time, while we're sitting outside of raids, I can alt-tab here real quick, take a look at our YouTube chat, and nobody is here. Much sadness, but that's okay. I never expected to make it big on YouTube. I do this mainly for myself. I find that streaming is a great way to get over a whole bunch of social anxiety, because as it is, this helps me actually project my voice. I'm using my voice, whereas in my day-to-day life, I don't. I'm a stay-at-home network engineer. I communicate via primarily text and emails, so I never really have to talk to people or go anywhere. It's kind of a sweet deal, but in the long run, it makes you a social pariah, which is kind of horrible. Ooh, we're loading loot. All right. Rock and roll, here we go. Hopefully the server doesn't crash. Now, if we can find a nice reticle to put on this AKS, we might use this as our primary weapon for the time being, until we can find something a little bit more bigger. Another thing this scav doesn't have is a backpack. So we might have to shoot one of our scav friends in the face in order to steal his backpack. Let's go ahead and take it. Oh, we've got a grenade! Haha! However, we've got 30 rounds. What kind of ammunition are we firing? We've got PS rounds. One of the worst ammunitions in the game. So we're not going to be penetrating anybody's armor anytime soon. And this, okay, so our sight rail is actually above the iron sights, so I can still use the irons. That's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk of this car. Nothing. Anything good here? Let's go ahead and examine this. Silicone tube. With the new hideout upgrade system, I'm not sure if all these tools and stuff are necessary or what have you, but right now we're just going to go for some quick, easy cash. Now these 10 rag magazines are definitely not good for us. What do we got here? Oh, light bulb. Cool. Haven't seen one of those before. We'll take that. Oh, an ES lamp. Take one of those. What do we got here? A USB-A. Take that with us. I don't think we'll need cigarettes, so we'll leave those behind. They might sell for cash to one of the vendors, though, because apparently a lot of people in Tarkov smoke. It's a little bit of a stressful existence, don't you know? Let's go ahead and pick that up, and we'll examine it here real quick. We got ourselves a measuring tape. What do we got here? We want to examine everything under the sun. That's a bit of food. It's a very dry food, so it would drain our moisture or our hydration very quickly. However, we would gain back some energy. Now, as you can see down here, I am losing 2 moisture every minute, I think it is. So finding food and drink in raid can be very beneficial. What do we got here? Let's go ahead and look at this. Now, luckily this AK came... Ooh, the world's most needed item right there. We're going to go ahead and discard this wrench and pick up the TP. Because you never want to go into battle without a good amount of TP on you. Alright, let's turn that off. Oops. Accident. Now, another thing is if you don't have any space in your inventory to replace the magazine that you just took out of your gun, your character will drop it on the floor. So again, since my inventory is full, if I go to reload my weapon, I will drop the magazine from my gun on the floor. Well, that doesn't seem like a huge problem when you have very expensive ammunition like armor-piercing thermal rounds that you're just looking to down people with, firing, you know, like 600 rubles a bullet. You want to kind of keep those magazines around. Oh, nothing in here. Now, since I'm playing a scav, the rest of the scavs are going to be friendly to me. The bad part about being a scav is you do not have your container, your safe storage container. Duct tape. Alright, so I'm going to toss out this USB-A, and I'm going to take this duct tape with me, and I'm going to drop this measuring tape and take the second duct tape. Why am I taking duct tape? Because I know that there is a trade-in with one of the vendors, the therapist, that she trades a medical kit for Tushonkas. Actually need those. Tushonka is a type of food. So we're gonna pitch this wrench. Wrenches are very common. But I know you need this Tushonka for a quest later on in the game. What do we got here? Rye croutons. Don't need those. Now, you'll probably ask yourself why I'm bothering to check all these toolboxes and stuff, because there are soft skills in Tarkov, bolts and pliers. So if we go over to the skills tab here, you'll see that my endurance is increasing as I'm running around. My health, my perception, my attention, memory, charisma, all of that's going up passively as I run around here in Tarkov. Ah, damn it. I don't want to pitch this nade for no reason because that just feels so wasteful to me. What is this? Hand drill. Okay. TP, tube, duct tape, you're out. Shanka we'll put down there. No, that looks like it takes a 4x4. So we're going to need a backpack to carry that. Let's go ahead and get our TP back, our duct tape. We're going to need a backpack. So hopefully we can find a nice little friendly scav to shoot in the face that has a backpack for us. Now again, I am scav. However, that means that the player on the map, since when you load in as a scav, you are an NPC in somebody else's game, basically. Oh, oh, spare pistol! Spare pistol! Actually, I didn't even need to... I have my holster open, so I don't need to drop this stuff. We'll just slide that spare pistol right into that holster. What is this? Piece of plexiglass. Okay, plexiglass. We're definitely just going to drop this ES lamp, and we're going to take this plexiglass because it is money. Cash money, yo. Now, I want that hand drill. But in order to take it, I need a backpack. The smallest backpack is a 2x2. Or 3x3, I think. So if we get a backpack, grab that hand drill, and get out, I think we're going to be looking pretty good. What do we got here? Spare magazine for an MP4, which I don't have. So we'll go ahead and leave that behind. I hear no gunfire. Now, it's still very early in the wipe, so there is a very good chance that nobody has suppressors yet. So I'm feeling fairly safe right now. Now, my character feels very slow. Now, one of Tarkov's little tricks is you actually do run faster with a pistol out. Now, we're going to take a look to see what old pistol here is armed with. It's got 5 rounds, so it's not a full magazine in it. Let's go ahead and get our AKS-74U back out. Now, where are my outs? Let's take a look at our objectives. We can exit at the lighthouse or the road to customs. The lighthouse is closer, but definitely much more dangerous extraction point. Somebody has definitely examined this box. So a player on his way out of the map probably looked in this crate. I thought I saw movement over there. I do see movement. That's an interesting sound out of this AK. Yeah, there's a good chance I missed that shot. I did see movement up there. That's either a PMC or another player scav. I kind of wish I had an optic on this thing instead of this rail. It's making it a little bulky to use the irons. Oh, what do we have here? That is a new scav placement right there. So that may have been a scav up there, because usually scavs only spawned on the island. This one has spawned on the boat. Isn't he a tough looking little cookie? Hey, Cookie. Thank you for the AK-105. Oh, what is this? Gunpowder? Fuck. Okay, we're definitely taking gunpowder with us. I'm sacrificing so much here. But we're going to take this spare 30-round magazine as well. What do you have? A DK-1 as well? And he didn't have a backpack, unfortunately. Oh, he had an ant. He's got a pocket full of freaking sunshine. And pink. We're going to put that dovetail on there. Now, can I mod this out while I'm in here? Can I get your muscle brake compensator out? Yes, I can. There we go. That's right, we're modding guns on the run here. I do want these painkillers, so we're going to drop this duct tape for painkillers. We're going to drop this other duct tape for this AI too. Oh. Can't see the irons with that dovetail on there, but I am definitely going to need that scope mount. Now, as you can see, the scavs are friendly to you when you're a scav until you kill one of them. If there's any other scavs around that heard that gunshot, I am now, like, open game to them. In fact, that guy didn't have any... What do we got here? Another magazine. For an MP4 garage. Now, guaranteed these are probably empty. Oh, no, the server's desyncing. No, 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 no! No, 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 no. No, server, no. Now, up in the top right, you can see my ping count. My latency is actually pretty good right now, I think. Yeah, it's spiking up to just over 100 there now. Now, I've got 4 Tushonkas back at base that I can turn in for the quest. The problem being that I might need them. Let's take a look at our moisture. We're at 76% hydration, and we've only lost 1 energy so far, so energy drain isn't a big deal. So we're gonna get out of this raid as soon as we can. We're going to head for the lighthouse exit, and hopefully we don't get blasted going across that bridge. Now, whoever I shot at up there, I'm thinking was a hatchling. And those guys are basically guys that just come in with their melee weapons, love to shove stuff into their like secure access container, so that even if they die, they'll make it out with like a little bit of profit. Now, I really want that hand drill though. We've still got 37 minutes left in the raid until our scav just mysteriously dies. So I really want a backpack. Now, we want to put our 30 rounder in. We'll toss our Saga Mag on the ground over there. Pick it up. And this is full of PS ammo as well, which is fine, but now we have 30 rounds instead of 10 in the magazine. This also opened up an inventory space in our scav vest. Now, by the looks of it, they played with where the enemy AI spawn, or the scavs. Because usually this gas station is full of them. So they might be hiding in cover someplace, instead of just walking around out in the open. Or they didn't spawn here, and they're all down on the docks, in which case, me with no armor is going to have a bad time. Especially if I want to shoot one to get his backpack. That's new water sound effects by the sound of it. It's very calming. I like it. That trunk is open. That means the player has gone through and searched that car trunk. And this trunk is open. Somebody's been here. Now, if they left me some dead dudes someplace, it'd be nice. Oh, oh. That man's got a backpack on. So, we're gonna drop him there real quick. He's also got a better tactical rig than I do. What we can do, we're just gonna pitch out our scav vest here. We're gonna put this on there. We're gonna put this backpack here. Search it here real quick. Put on our little bandit mask. Fold up this saga. Nope, not gonna fit that way. So we'll put our gun on this dude here for a second. Ah, fuck. Took too long in looting. So, we got Tarkoved. That happens. But yeah, we took far too long looting that scav. But that's okay. Shit happens. This is Tarkov. So unfortunately, we make it out with none of the stuff we acquired during that raid. Which is unfortunate because that AK-105 was going to be huge. As was that additional tactical rig. Backpacks are... The duffel bags are fairly common on scavs, so I'm not really lamenting its loss. Losing that hand drill, however, I feel is going to really impact us. Let's go, server. Show me the motherfucker that shot me. Now, I know it's a player that shot me as well because he had his weapon on full auto. Scavs typically only fire in semi-auto. Typically. Raiders are different. Hello, Bev. Oh, hello, Bev. Beverly is currently at a fall festival filled with children. Hi, John. Cool costume, man. Minecraft Steve looking good. I'm just going to turn Bev down a little bit so she doesn't have to yell at me later for putting her on stream because she loves being on stream. Come on. Please, Tarkov. Tarkov, please. Tarkov, please. Tarkov, quit being unstable, please. Yeah, yeah. Servers are definitely down. It has not been a good night. Sorry for not reading chat. It's just I was definitely in there. I was able to get at least one scav raid in. It only took me 15 hours to get the patch installed and everything ironed out. And even that one raid, I think I've been streaming for what, an hour, if if not more. What am I? Yeah, 45 minutes. And then I was 15 minutes just trying to do character creator because I didn't expect that to take 15 minutes. But yeah, you definitely need to be. Yeah, I was killed by Scav Army. You son of a bitch. Who kills Scav Army? Come on, that's just stupid. Killing player Scavs. Come on. Has to be some kind of code of conduct here. I don't remember using 3 bullets. Oh, right, yeah, I cracked one off at random someone. Anyway. So after your scav dies or returns from raid, there is a 10-minute timer before you can scav raid again. So unfortunately, you can't be 100% free from, well, you can, so long as you're very patient, I suppose, and wait that 10 minutes. And now with the hideout and getting to, goof about in the hideout, I am very sad I lost that gunpowder. Shit. And the hand drill. I thought you wanted to take a picture. Alright, sorry. I love you too, baby. Patience, patience. Oh, there we go. Okay, bad gateway. Thank you. How about now? Can you do things now? No, we'll have to Alt F4. Back to launcher. So I'm pretty sure that's the bad one. And it doesn't really matter because my scav died anyway, so I wasn't going to get any loot. To the person who commented, sad, you're right. I love you too, Terry. Much love for Terry. Terry love. Ba-da-bum, bum. Terry love. I want to bum, bum, get away. Rum, bum, get away from the pain now. Can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you. Now I'll run from you. It's tainted love you're giving. Oh, wow, I should stop. I am sorry for everyone that had to hear that. But yes. Well, I'm definitely getting better, Terry. It's a very long road, but definitely getting better. It feels good to actually be able to use my voice again. Before I literally could not speak. For like 5 days, I couldn't speak at all. And then slowly it's starting to come back. And the more I talk, the more I want to cough, but I'm suppressing it pretty hard right now. But again, I am getting better, little by little. Now, what I really need to do if I want to be successful at streaming is I do need to get a second monitor just so I can have like chat popped out over on the left or the right. So I can have my full screen game going and not lose out on screen space to just chat. I feel bad for the rest of the community for Tarkov. Like, as Crowded Copyright Gaming was saying, 120 players are trying to play. Servers are down for 99% of them. Yeah, I was choking on phlegm basically for 3.5 weeks. Just clearing my lungs every 20 minutes. Drink hot things I found helped, and I literally would chug a bottle of fucking cough syrup a week. That's about the only thing that helped. Come on, profile, let's go. Yeah, it was not good. But I am on the mend, and that is good. I'm not going to be able to go hunting this year, though, because of my trip out to Mississippi to see Bevy, which is fine. Probably spending 2 weeks in the bush would not be good for me at this point anyway. Hey, we're back. Alright, Tarkov. So, we had our first little scav raid. Let's see if that actually counted. If I click escape from Tarkov, yep, our scav raid timer is still ticking. So, I think they increased the scav raid timer. It used to only be 10 minutes. I think they've bumped that up to 15 minutes now. So you can only do a scav raid once every 15 minutes, once your scav returns, either dead or with gear. Now, you'll notice that my scav rolled a different set of gear, which is kind of cool. He's got jeans, he's got himself what looks to be a Makarov, and this one's got a backpack. So, what we're going to have to do here is we want to go back into trading, and I believe Therapist also has an early level quest for us that we can accept. So we're going to go ahead and accept Therapist's quest. And I believe Ragman as well has an early quest for us. No, he does not. Skier has no early level quest for us. So we need to find Salua health kits in raid, and I need to kill some dudes and steal their shotguns. In customs, I have to find 2 MP-133 shotguns and kill 5 scavs in customs. Now, I don't like customs. I'm going to want armor before I go into customs, really, because that is where every other PMC character is going to be to come and shoot me in the face. And I just don't have the stuff to fight them. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our Makarov here. We'll grab an extra magazine of ammunition. We're going to want to load up our little med kit here. There we go. We're med kitted up. Now, I don't want to risk my tactical gear or a backpack quite yet. So we're going to escape from Tarkov. We're going to come in on the PMC, or our primary character, and we're going to run Shoreline again. Now, what you can do when you're in on your PMC is you can insure your gear. So if you want your gear to come back to you, if nobody else steals it, you can click on it here, and we're going to go ahead and insure our little Makarov pistol and its magazine. We're going to insure this little we're going to insure our second little magazine there. 3 out of them are insured. So, over here in Prop War, he says he's got a very good insurance cost, he's got no standings, exceptions low, and the return rate is very slow. So he'll return it in 24 to 36 hours. If, you know, nobody loots my little Makarov pistol here and my spare magazine. So we have no armor on at all, so we want to be very, very careful. Because getting shot, of course, leads to getting dead. And nobody wants that. But there is risk-reward to even dying in Escape from Tarkov. Your passive skills. Just firing your handgun gives you some more handgun skill. Reloading it. You know, running around in the world, it all makes you a little bit stronger. So even if you are absolutely trash at the game, it is fine. Because in a way, you're still getting stronger every time you go out into a raid on your PMC. So if you just want to run around with your knife, collect a few things, and try and run out the door with like your 5 pocket spaces filled, life is good. And to be fair, I should have thrown the grenade at that scav I shot in the back of the head. That would have opened up another inventory spot and just thrown the nade. However, I did want that grenade. I really wanted that grenade. So, since we are now on our PMC, we have to be so much sneakier when we are approaching scavs. Because we cannot afford for them to notice us before we get the first shot off. Especially with our tiny little 9mm pistol here. It's not even like a true 9mm, it's a 9x18 instead of a 9x19. So it's even like a little squatter. We have 16 shots. 16 very, very, very precious shots. Oh. Input string was not the correct format. Really? Really? Look at this error. That is the best error code ever. Thank you, Battle State Games. It's got the little dude with the shruggy arms. Best fucking error code ever. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ. Alright, Alt F4 out of Tarkov again. Terry's pissing himself laughing over there. But hopefully we will have a lot of these launch issue bugs out of the way by tomorrow or within the week anyway. I'm going to keep trying to play Tarkov. Come on. You can do it, Tarkov. I believe in you. Maybe you can launch. I don't hear music. This is not a good sign. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. I can at least, move the background slightly. So I guess it's kind of responding a little bit. I'm gonna Alt F4 again here. Let's hope for the best. We'll launch the game yet again. Go Tarkov, go! We are 57 minutes in. I've completed exactly one raid, and that's because I got shot in the back of the head. Because somebody's a douche waffle. Hooray, douche waffles! Waiting, waiting. Check Battle State Twitter. Let's see what they say. Battle State Games, 51 minutes ago. We are continuing to fight the overloading issue that leads to profile load failure, end raid issues, and many other back-end related problems. Sorry for the inconvenience. Hashtag escape from Tarkov. Figures. Right when I start fucking wanting to stream, or able to stream, I should say, wanted to stream all day, is when they're still continuing to fight the overload issues. They were not expecting the entire Tarkov player base to come back, I guess. Alright, we're back. Profile is finally freaking loading. That's good. Thanks, game. Alright, we'll try and get it to one more raid before I call it quits on Tarkov for the night, and hope they have a gigantic fucking patch for me in the morning. Again, this one was 7 gigs. I'm not going to jinx it, Terry. It'll be okay. Probably. Probably. Chat is disabled for this live stream. I most certainly did not disable chat for this live stream. You lying chat lies. Audio has more than 2 channels, but only 1 mono or 2 stereo channels are supported. Please correct the number of audio channels. No, fuck you. I'm gonna have 10 audio channels. Okay. So quickly, okay, we have all our stuff. We're gonna go ahead and nail escape from Tarkov. We're coming in. At least the timer on your scav is still continually running at all times. If we wait one more minute, we can do another scav run, but we're gonna go ahead and roll on our PMC. We're going to the shoreline. It's gonna be midday, rock and roll. Now we've got our tiny ass little Makarov. You'll notice that my hand is bigger than that damn thing. So we're going to have to be rocking headshots for the most part here. It's going to be pop out fire, and hope that scav aim is not of the gods, but rather of the JD today. Loading map. Awesome. Alright, preparing the game. Rock and roll. 16 shots. Hopefully that's all we need. I'm gonna die. But that's Tarkov. A little bit of death goes a long way, right? Right. Scavs, amidst the chaos and lawlessness, scarcity of vital provisions and territories. And that went by too quick. Preparing the game. Once you're actually in the raid itself runs really smooth. Now, what killed me this time, or last time I should say, was Tarkov greed. My exact desire for that backpack to go get the hand drill before I extracted. Had I not bothered, coming back to kill that one scav, ran out to the lighthouse and extracted, I could have left with, 2 weapons, a scav vest, mind you, but the gunpowder and a whole bunch of other stuff. That would have been very beneficial to me, I feel. But for the time being, we'll have to make do with that loss. That is very, very not bothering me at all. Just slightly kind of very a lot. Yeah, loot pools. Alright, PMC operator. Let's rock and roll. Man, the server latency is actually really bad right now. You can see I'm up over 100 ping right now. Usually I play in the 50s. But these poor servers are getting absolutely hammered here on patch day. Where did I spawn in? Alright, I spawned in near this cabin, so let's go ahead and check this out. Hopefully no other PMCs spawn near me. Just come and destroy my day. What is this? I don't know. It's tape. You know what? We'll just occupy that inventory section for right now. What is this? Long flat screwdriver. That looks like it needs 2 inventory spaces. And since I don't even have a scav vest on right now, I don't have those 2 long inventory spaces in order to pick it up. Let's go ahead and take this Zippo lighter though. Ooh, 2 Zippos. Alright, so that's it for our inventory space for now. There's many more things for us to see and do here in Tarkov land on the shoreline. So again, if we go to reload this pistol, we have 0 inventory space right now, which could prove problematic. But for the most part, Makarov mags are fairly cheap and they don't hold a lot of ammunition anyway, so we can probably afford to drop it if we do need to find ourselves in a situation where we actually have to reload the pistol. Now we're going to have to prioritize body armor. Body armor and backpacks are going to be our 2 biggest wants for a very long time here in Tarkov. Because until we can start affording body armor or the vendor starts selling it, it's going to be one of those high price items because everybody's going to want some kind of armor. And me out here without a scav vest on. We're actually looking for full guns to pull out of this. I don't think we're going to get our wish though. However, we did find something cool. That is a red dot sight, so we're going to take that with us for sure. We're going to drop the screw nut and take this hydrochloric acid. Shit. Now, what I heard there, that guy speaking Russian, was a scav. So there is a scav in the area. He can shoot me quite dead. Don't know where he is, though. There he is. Alright, so that scav is dead. I'm gonna go ahead and take his beanie. He's got a spare Makarov. Good enough for me. See if he's got anything in his pockets here. Oh, he does. He's got some pickled herring. Let's go ahead and put that in his backpack. Take his backpack. We're gonna take his spare Makarov and his knife. Now that scav knew I was in the area because he could hear me running around, but he didn't know exactly where it was, which is helpful. Let's go ahead and open this door. Excuse you. Let's be a little polite and close doors behind us. Let's take a look in this weapon crate. AK-12 standard magazine. So let's go ahead and search this guy's vest and stuff while we're inside here. So we've got an additional Makarov mag. That's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, it's 8 out of 8 shells left in that. We're gonna go ahead and take this magazine with us and this MOE stock. This pineapple juice is useful, but I don't need it in my actual vest where I need magazines. Ooh, a water bottle. That's it. So let's go ahead and pitch this guy's knife. I don't think I'm going to be needing that so much. We're going to take that additional stock, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Roach stuff. Some pliers. No good. Alright, so we've found a tactical rig and a backpack so far. So this is nothing but money run now. And we found an additional Makarov. Now, I should be pitching out... Yeah, let's pitch out that and that. We're going to go ahead and store that Makarov in our case. Nope, nothing on the bus. Alright, so with an additional Makarov secured, that is basically our entire investment that we brought into this raid. So, even if we do fall over due to mysterious circumstances of lead through the chest, we're looking pretty good. Now, getting a rifle would be nice out of one of these green crates. Cratch mag. What is this? Ooh, SV98 silencer. I'll take that. That'll sell well on the flea market. So we're definitely going to have to extract out of this raid. So our extraction points are the CCP Temporary, the Rock Passage, Pure Boat, and Customs. Pure Boat is just in front of the lighthouse. Now, if I had more backpack space and an item that I didn't actually care too much about, which was the SV98 silencer, which I'm fairly sure will sell for a lot of rubles right now, because I'm fairly sure not a whole lot of people have found them yet, so they're not super plentiful. However, my PMC needs to reach level 5 before I can use, like, the air quotes auction house. The main problem is all the crossing points, as there's a river that runs through the middle of shoreline, are guarded by scavs. So I gotta be a wee bit careful here on our journey through the swamp. Because again, I haven't found a rifle, so I don't have very good range to engage them with. But so long as I can hit shots, we should be alright. And again, we've basically got ourselves a free run by finding another Makarov pistol on that scav. If he had a rifle, I'd be dancing in the street, but unfortunately he did not. So, we'll take what we could get. Excuse me. I've been talking too much, so my throat's starting to act up, but my pain and suffering is for you, dear viewers. The whole one of you. I love you, Terry. Now, again, I'm not able to actually read chat while I'm in raid. There's guys out there that, you know, read chat in raid and everything else, and they're amazing at this game. I am not them. I actually need to concentrate on what I'm doing. The fact that I'm talking so much is a horrible detriment to myself, because I cannot hear people sneaking up on me at all while I'm talking. So we're back here at this gas station. And anybody that plays these games... Oh, shit. Okay, that guy's got a sniper. Looks of it, there's no way my pistol rounds are going to reach out that far to tickle his pink, as it were. So what we're going to do is we're going to get low, we're going to get sneaky. Oh. That sounds like somebody else has already gotten low and sneaky at the gas station. Now, they're not shooting at me, so they don't know I'm here. Now, by the sounds of it, he was shooting at scavs. So we have a choice. We can either lie here and wait for our enemy to make himself a wee bit scarce. We can hope that the scavs kill him, and we loot his ass. Or we wait until he starts looting the scavs, and then we hopefully shoot him in the face. Which would definitely be Best case scenario, I think. However, I haven't spotted him. Sounded like he had a rifle of some kind. Maybe an AKS. Or 74U. Now, I could have used some of my starting cash to buy rifles and stuff, but really I want to hold on to that. Now, this is bad. We've got to bleed, but we've tossed our bandage. No. There are far more scavs there than I was anticipating. There was about 3. So, unfortunately, that's Tarkov. That kind of range, I was pretty well praying for a headshot. And yeah, you can see that they took out my thorax, which is the insta-kill. But I blew out this guy's stomach for the kill. Alright, so you can see that I did hit some of those shots out of the... But, fortunately, I should have tried to get closer before I engaged that scav. But even if I did, there was about 3 or 4 of them there, which is a problem. Especially when you have no armor. No armor means no bueno. Getting shot at. Load. Wait for Tarkov to load. But anyway, that is Escape from Tarkov, Terry. If it's something that you feel you might enjoy, feel free to, spend those pennies. Come play with me once they iron out all these little bugs from the most recent, major overhaul update of 0.12. This is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of gear accrued by the time we come into my next stream. As always, I love all of you. Let's go ahead and take a look at our character here. You'll notice that my character is once again bare, except for what I had in my alpha container and in my scabbard. But another thing you'll notice here is my health. Since I died in raid, my health is currently 1/3 of what it should be. And you'll notice that my hydration and energy did not recover at all. However, while I'm out of raid on my PMC, you'll notice I gained a hit point there, and I've gained a moisture level from my hideout. So, as it is, there is out of raid healing that takes place. Now, I can use some of my AI2 healers to heal some stuff up before I go into my next raid. Or I could just hope I find medications while I'm in the raid. And I could drink some water, or I can eat Tashonkas to speed up the recovery of my hydration and my energy levels. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at trading here. What we're going to do is we're going to head over to Ragman. And Ragman has, some stuff for sale and for trade. Mostly for trade. Out of the gate, if I wanted to buy this, I need 5 scav masks. And I could trade them for some body armor. Or he's got even better body armor here if I could find 3 toilet papers and 4 things of soap. He's got various micro rigs and stuff that are for sale. This is a new item. I haven't seen this micro rig before. He's got baseball caps and helmets. He's got, these are Comtacs. They amplify the sound around you, so it makes it harder for people to sneak up on you. KIS-1 visor, we need a chainlet, and he would let us trade that for a visor that we could put on this helmet. Now, out of the gate, he also trades dog tags. So if I kill 2 players and steal their dog tags, I could trade those in for a backpack. Or if I find 2 chocolate bars, I could trade that in for this army bag. But I'm going to go ahead and buy this micro rig. Alright. And I can also buy this very cheap sling backpack that I could bring in with me. Let's go ahead and take a look at this micro rig. That's actually a fair bit of inventory space. I could fit a hand drill in here. God damn it. Let's go ahead and put our sling backpack on. It's not the best backpack, but it'll do. And a pinch. So now we have a little bit of inventory space that we can work with. Now, in order to actually reload your weapons and stuff on the fly, with, you know, your R key or what have you, your magazines need to be either in your rig or your pockets, because your character can't go rifling around in his backpack halfway through the raid, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and put another bandage in here. Get that all ready to go. Alright, 16 shots. 16 shots. Ooh boy. Now, all the players, guaranteed, are going to be on customs right now, trying to get that customs raid done. You know, you kill your 5 scavs and you turn in your 2 shotguns. But one thing we can take a look at is Skier. Now, our good friend Skier here used to sell those shotguns. It doesn't look like it's so right now. He's willing to trade, you know, an ADAR 215 for 2 rechargeable batteries. He's got a little bit of gear, but Skier isn't the best vendor, I find. At least not right out of the gate. Because he also trades certain things for euros, which you don't have access to at this level for the most part. Over here we have Mechanic. Mechanic is the guy that we want to see when we want to mod out guns. He's usually got the biggest assortment of parts. Now, you can see here he's got an MP133 Tactical that we could buy for 3 sets of red pliers. So if we find 3 sets of red pliers, we can trade those in. He's also got a whole bunch of really cool stuff for trade. Now we could get a set of tools by bringing him a tape measure, tape, wrench, screwdriver, pliers. That makes 1 set of tools. And if we collect 3 blue gunpowders, we could get an ammo case. Oh, there we go. We've got the Glock 17. He sells Leatherman multi-tools. I don't know what we need those for yet. He's got bitcoins that he'll trade for Tetris machines. But most of his cool guns he trades for, you know, high-end items. The elite pliers here aren't exactly a high-end item, but they're a little bit more difficult to find compared to like Rolexes and Bitcoins. Ooh. Our next guy down the line is Peacekeeper. This guy deals in US military weapons. And he also deals in US dollars, which we have 0 of. But we could get an H&K MP5 Kurtz if we had a 195 or 197 US dollars. Now we could buy US dollars for rubles. So if we wanted 197 US dollars, it's going to cost us 21,308 rubles. You know what? We'll do it. Just so we can have something cool here. There we have a tiny MP5. Now, here is something I am super excited about. We have the fucking Beretta M9. I love this pistol so much. And I'm so happy they introduced it to the game in this patch. Now, this guy sells a lot of like high-end sights and stuff like that. All of them for US dollars. Don't let the prices fool you. It's actually very expensive. It's like 21 bucks here, but if you want 21 bucks in rubles, it's going to cost you thousands. Excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and investigate all these different ammo types he's got, and he's got grenades for trade for 2 Zippo lighters, which is pretty cool. He's also got a trade for a backpack for a hard drive. So if we do manage to find our way to a hard drive, we'll be able to get backpacks fairly easily from him. Therapist, our good friend, is our medic. She sells all the medical supplies, as well as food, water, and what have you. So if you find yourself running out of food and water, she's the girl you gotta see. Now, she also sells painkillers. These are absolutely the #1 item you need in Tarkov to keep your character fighting after they get injured. Here's the trade for the car kit for the 2 duct tapes I was talking about. Now, over here is the loyalty level. For her next loyalty level, I need to be character level 13. I have to have 15 loyalty points, so I have to complete a few quests for her, and have spent 400,000 rubles. Which, for therapist, you can do pretty damn quick. And it's not just spend, it's interact for 4,000 or 400,000 rubles. So you could just sell her things as well. Fence is an interesting thing. He will have all kinds of weird-ass stuff. You'll notice he's got high-end items such as the armored rig. So basically anything can spawn in Fence. We've got stripped-out pistols here. Fence always seems to have inventory in the weirdest things. But you never know what you're going to find in here. It is almost worth it always to check out Fence. Now this will cost me 58,000 rubles. You know what? I'm buying it. Oh, okay, somebody's already bought it. So we'll go ahead and refresh Fence, maybe? No. Because that was 30 out of 30 durability. No, we're going to hit a little bit of a snag here. Now, does Skier have any tasks for us yet? No, not yet. Prapor, our good friend. Oh. Alright, so we've hit an examination bug, which is fine. Kind of. Now, if we find a car battery, we can trade it for a Mosin sniper, which is absolutely amazing, and I kind of want one. Or this PP-19 in SMG. These things are face shredders, and I love them so much because their ammunition is cheap and effective. However, we did hit that little bug there for examining things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... Are we outfitted? As outfitted as we can get. So we're going to go ahead and escape from Tarkov, but my character is wounded. You'll notice that it's warning me that my legs are hurt. So it's better to return and heal before going into a raid. However, sometimes you just don't have that option. This micro rig, however, is a very cool rig for its price. But our scavenger is up, so we're going to go ahead and grab our scav, and we're going to go back to Shoreline. I like Shoreline because it's a very straightforward map for the most part, and we're going to ready up. Now, our dear scavenger here has what seems to be an APS pistol. He's got a scav vest and very warm-looking clothing. Now, it seems like hotfixes are coming down because maps are loading a little bit quicker. Just, nice hot patches on the back end, making everything a little bit quicker as we go. I know I promised that that was going to be my last raid. It was Magnemite saying goodbye and all that other stuff. I love Tarkov too much. God damn it. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to play Tarkov. I wish I could make this my career. Fortunately, only a few chosen ones are ever really blessed with YouTube careers. Fortunately, I'm just like the rest of you. I gotta work in the morning. Unless, you're the 9-year-old army. In which case your parents have to work in the army. Or in the morning, not in the army. What the hell am I saying? But y'all have to go to school. So that's kind of like your job, I guess. Just hear my girlfriend in the background just sigh. Now, Shoreline's going to be one of those ones that is less popular, because none of the early quests take place on Shoreline. So I'm pretty sure I should have scavved in on customs. Now, I couldn't complete any of the quests myself on customs, however, it would be a much faster matchmaking process. Because in order to spawn into, an NPC, somebody has to be on the map already. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only idiot that actually runs Shoreline. Come on, baby. Find me a game. So while we're waiting on that, I'm just gonna... Well, the bugs and loads are definitely getting fixed as I'm going, really. No, we're not ready to quit quite yet. We're gonna keep on cruising. Oh, we seem to have found a match. See if we can get ourselves some good loot and get out, because we're gonna need money to dump into my hideout. It's gonna be amazing. But there's a Bitcoin farm I saw for the hideout. So if there's a way for you to be generating Bitcoins to trade to the mechanic for his like super awesome guns or anything like that, that's going to be great. Like it's basically a gun generator. Because in Tarkov, that is really the currency. Your currency is in death dealers. Preparing game. Should have just run with PMC. Need money and a rifle. Because while I love Makarovs, they're still just Makarovs. So, the first rule of Tarkov everybody should know is don't risk what you can't afford to risk. If you make it out of a raid with a really cool gun that's worth $1.5 tons of money, and you're like, I don't want to ever like lose this gun. I'm just gonna put it in my stash forever. It's better off just being sold, because a gun in your stash not being used is worthless. Whereas that money in the hand for the super expensive gun could really help you out in other ways. Wait, who's kidnapping your son? Somebody's kidnapping Beverly's son. Alright, raid 1. Let's go. So we have our APS pistol. We've got no front sight on it. But we don't need to aim, right? This sucker's got a full auto mode. Screw aiming. Aiming's for suckers. So if we can make it out of here with a rifle, we'll be okay. So far, both of my scavs have been pistol scavs, I guess. No. My first one had a rifle. What do we have here? What are you? Oh, hello, medkit. Take that. Hip hip hooray and yay. Alright, let's take inventory here. We've got a lot of magazines. So we're going to take these magazines out of the 2 spots. We've got one military bandage and a normal bandage. We've got this grizzly, which is a really big, cool medical kit. And we've got ourselves a full auto pistol, just in case we need to say hello to someone. We've got an alright backpack, but if we could find a better tactical rig on a friendly, air quotes, scav, we'll be alright. Ride the bomb, baby. Ride the bomb. It doesn't look like there's anything I can harvest out of this. Running through the shoreline. Yes, we're running. Now, Shoreline is a decently large map, and they claim that the Armory Reserve base is even bigger than it for explorable area. So I am very excited to check out the Army Reserve base. However, there's going to be a flood of people currently, air quotes, checking out the Army Assault base. But yes, that Grizzly find is huge. That's going to be like one of my best out of raid heal items ever. But for our current scav, did we have armor? No, we don't have armor. Silly Jeff, why would you have armor? Put this APS back on single fire. We also have a flashbang, which I'm going to save to the best of my ability. Ow! Okay, that was a player. That was definitely a player. That hurt. Okay, our bleed is in our right arm, so that's our first priority, to stop the bleeding. Oh. Okay. Next we're going to fix up the fracture in our left leg. Oh my god, that hurt so bad. That dude just went ham at me. Did you see him light that tree up? Jesus. But that is definitely a player kill in our pocket. Alright. About 5 rounds remaining in there. I've reloaded, yeah? Yep, full magazine. Thank you for your dog tag, kind sir. I will definitely be taking your para and your grotch. What you got in your pockets? He's got ammo for his pistol and spare rounds. What else he got? Oh, that is a huge backpack. That backpack's huge. He's got a CPU. Oh, he's got pliers. What else you got in here, son? Jesus. This guy's a walking freaking pharmacy. Alright, we're walking out of this raid right now. What kind of idiot carries around a tri-zip with no freaking armor? And he had no bullets. Yeah, he's got no bullets in this. Looks like he was playing solo. Saga round magazine we'll take. Just, I need the magazines right now. Even if they're empty. I need something to put into my guns. Take these PS rounds. I'll take, I'll examine it first. I'm very sad that I killed this guy on a scav instead of my PMC. We're gonna go ahead and load these into this Saga mag. Let's unload this. And it looks like he brought a bunch of spare rounds. So we're going to go ahead and load this para magazine back up. APS pistol, definitely paying dues today. That guy just mag dumped at me. Somebody is definitely used to having like higher level skills and being, allowed to do that. So that's just about full there now, so we'll put that back in this gun. Cannot believe I made it out of that encounter alive. He really should have been able to take me out, but he spread his shots everywhere. We're a little banged up in the stomach department, so I'm going to go ahead and heal up what I can while we're going. Oh, this guy had toothpaste. That's handy. Hopefully he was the only PMC on the map, because I am now like a loot pinata. We're going to go ahead and heal up our head a little bit, because you never know, those 4 hit points could matter. Alright, we're going to put this AI2 in our pocket. We're just going to hotkey it here so I can kind of use it while I'm walking. And have it go back into my inventory. So everything that you want to use on the walk, you want to be in your pockets or in your tactical rig. There we go. Alright, we got a little bit of treatment experience there for the scav. He's a happy scav, right? Happy, 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 happy scav. Happy scav, cool. Guessing he looted the shit out of this. No, he left stuff behind. What did you leave behind? A Legion P226 slide. No, sir. Alright, where are my outs? Ruined Road in Svaldi Dead End. Alright, so we're gonna head for Svaldi Dead End. Alright, my scav has leveled up his memory to rank 1. Good job, scav. Because the loot I just pulled off that PMC, super valuable, especially the tri-zip. Big backpack like this, big money. Now I'm gonna take a second here to call back Bevy. Because I just miss having her over there in the corner. Hi, Bev. And then I'll turn her up so I can hear her. Oh, okay.
I was just trying to give you some time to play with that.
Alright, I'll be done in a bit. Put Bevy back down to mid-volume. She's not happy with me. Now, Svaldi Dead End is marked by this truck at the end of the road here. So if we could get behind that truck, we'll be good. We're full up on stuff. There's a few loot locations in town that I've shown a few times during the stream, but we're not going to let the loot goblin sickness get to the better of us. We're just going to extract out and take our wins. Now, I'll probably get a run-through completion bonus here, but I don't care. Because, oh, please don't bug out. Please don't bug out. I need this stuff. Please don't bug out. Tarkov? Tarkov, please? Hey, what's going on? Buffering, run for seconds, buffer and... yeah, that'll happen some days. Authorization error message. No! Come on! Why would you do this to me, Tarkov? And Tarkov crashed. All my hard-earned loot's gone. Sorry, I can't read chat mid-raid there, Myth Dravis, but... yeah, is it buffering a lot for you? Hmm. Weird. It's probably because... oh... They pumped out a patch while I was in raid. So I got an authorization error when I got out of raid. It just costed me so much. Why? Battle State Games, why? It's a 10 megabyte freaking patch. I really wanted that stuff. Unpacking game files, 19 seconds. Almost there, chat. Almost there. I'm so upset. Oh, if that cost me my freaking scav run, I am gonna be so upset. Kill a dude, get his tri-zip, get out, all kinds of stuff. I had a freaking tri-zip. Tri-zip on standard account. You know, first raid. Oh, excuse me. But again, mainly the reason I haven't been streaming lately is because I have not been feeling well. But slowly getting over it there now. We can finally use my voice again. So we're back into the stream/video games. Come on. Thank you. Play Tarkov. Error receiving game session. Data blah blah blah. Maintenance. Server. Son of a bitch, they took the servers down! Alright, let me check Battle State Games Twitter here real quick. Just refresh the page here, see what they've said. We're continuing, that was an hour ago. Failure, raid end issues, and many other backend related problems, but I'm guessing they took the servers down for some kind of big patch that they're going to hotfix a bunch of things. So I guess I'm going to have to call the stream here until they get that back up. And hopefully we will be back into Tarkov tomorrow. This is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one. I hope you all had a great stream. I am super upset that they have cost me so dearly on this. Later, everyone.